Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a page in the Intricate Ink Animals in Detail Volume 5 by Tim Jeffs. And I've picked a quick picture today, but we're going to do a crab. This is a Dungeness crab. And I'm going to do some inking to start with. And I picked out all these colors. And I don't know if you've, in this book, it's fortunate that he has put down in his contents the page number, let's see here, and it gives you the name of the animal that you're doing. So all you have to do is put that name in Google search bar and poof, you get a whole bunch of pictures. So I've picked a picture of a live crab, not cooked, so we're not going with a bunch of reds and pinks. Do have a little bit of red, but and that'll come in a little later. But we've kind of got a purple top with a little bit of purple coming down the front legs. These are the legs that would be if he's crawling around the beach above water, so it's a different color than, say, his little climbing legs, which sit in the water, along with the tips, which are a little more brown. And of course he could have green all over him because you can get algae on him, but we're going to skip that part and try to make him look a little purple with a little blue mixed in. Okay, so we're going to get out a pad and a tool. So this is a blending tool. This is just a regular one. I've got some mini detail blenders. I've got other little things, but we're just gonna stick that on. You can tell there's blue on this. And we're going to start off kind of in the rough area of right about here in purple. So this is Dusty Concord. I'll leave all the links down below. What I'm going to do is take over a piece of paper here, and since this has blue on it, you can tell where I put the purple, hopefully. Maybe if I turn on some extra lights here. I don't want the camera messing with the lighting coming in from the window. So this purple is covering half of this and only on the top half. And when I lay it down, we're going to have that color, which is absolutely gorgeous color, what I'm kind of going for. Okay, and we're going to take it and we're just going to run that right around the corner. We're only laying down a little bit of that and very lightly putting the color down. Okay, we want to kind of avoid these little white spots, but I want this purple up here. Okay, and then we're going to bring it down into his back here. I'm going to leave this a little lighter because I want to bring in some brown, but we're going to put some color in there, just lightly. Okay, because there is blue on here, I'm going to turn this around and get a little blue on there. Okay. I want to get a little darker up at the top, so I'm really going to get that saturated there and just put a deeper color right around the top area. Straight down his back. There's like a little seam type. Comes up in the center and then it kind of goes down and around. So I'm going to put some curves in there. Just like that. Okay, then we're going to go down on his little feet and get the purple in here, leaving this little white area here alone. So we're just going to dab it in and pull some down here. Get some of that blue in there too. There we go. So same on this side, dab it there. And then get some blue in it. We're just going to add a little under there. It's where it starts to change color. And I'm going to take a little of this purple and I'm going to put it in the joints that come down on this side of the legs here. Just the joints, nowhere else. Little tiny bit there. And then we're going to skip the bottom leg. It doesn't really have a whole lot. We'll put a tiny bit in. Just on the joints, so we're just inking up them. Okay. He's got a little up here too. So we'll just add a little bit. There we go. Our purple is done. Maybe just a bit more in here. There. Okay. Now we're going to switch the pad on this from the blues to a browner color. We're going to bring in some gathered twigs. And I'll show you what color. Well, I'm dying to figure out what color this pumice stone is, so I haven't used it in forever. So I'm going to take a little of that and put it on there. And it's a nice dark, I like that one. Maybe we'll mix those two. Anyway, we'll use that pumice stone down here on the bottom of his shell. I'm going to leave this little white area alone and just draw that line in there with the edge of my sponge. Light touch, and then we're going to bring it up into the blue and purple. Sorry, everybody is home today. So if you hear noise going on, it's everybody else in the house, including my cat. Okay, we're going to put this in the legs too, and I'm just using that side of the sponge to go on the side here and draw it out into the area where I want it, leaving some areas plain white. Put some up here and in there. Okay. Then we're going to get some of the gathered twigs, which is just a little bit, let me see, I'm going to put it on the other side here. A little browner than the color we just put down, and I'm just going to add that in some areas. Okay, a little browner underneath the shell. And we'll put it up here in the legs just off the purple too. Okay. Now we have to bring in a little red. First I'm going to go in with Vintage Photo, which is another brown tone. But see, it has red in it. So we're going to start off with that. We're going to bring it up the legs a little bit more. And down the legs a little bit more. And again, I'm still using the side of the sponge when I'm doing this. Okay. Same sponge. we're going to add in some aged mahogany. This is going to give us our reddest color, and we'll just put it on this edge. And that is the aged mahogany in the reddest color that we have. Okay, we're going to add this in the joint area and bring it up across the legs. Right? Leaving the little white line down at the bottom, hopefully. And then we will put some in the shell up here too. And up in his hands up here. There we go on that. Now I brought in some blue, but I don't know if I really need it because there was blue on the sponge. So far that is what we have. And then we're going to get a pencil or two out in about the same colors. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, we're going to bring in some Polychomos. I know I don't use these very often, but we're going to bring some in. Oh, I need kind of a creamy color, whitish color, orangey-ish color. What do we got here? That's red, so I need an orange color. Well, we'll get out cadmium and dark cadmium orange. Need a purplish color. Mauve works, sure. And kind of a lighter reddish purple. What do we got here? I'm just pulling them out. Manganese Violet. And browns. Need some brown color. Might even bring in some green here for like an algae color. So we have chromium green for that. And where are my browns? Here we go. Just pull some browns out. Brown, brown, red. Are you a brown red? Indian red. That'll be a brown red. Burnt carmine. I don't know what you are. You're a red violet. So there we go. I have a whole selection of colors sitting out here on the side of the page. I'm going to double check to make sure this is dry. It should be. We'll start off with the mauve, number 249. I should probably get out a piece of paper so I know what pencils I'm using. Here we go. Hold on, I gotta pop this open. Okay. I'll put that on the side here. I'm not wiggling the camera too much. I have my microphone on, but it's wrapped around a post. Okay, first color. And I need a pen. One would think I would have all this stuff out on my desk. Blue pen is fine. What is this one? Mauve. Mauve. I'll put the number down. There. Okay, try to do that off camera. So we're going to go around here, and we have these like little shelves. We're going to darken those up a little bit. And they kind of come under his little face here. And we're just going to go around and darken those up a little bit. Okay, and then down in here, we're going to accent that a little bit more so we can see our details a little bit better here. And then right in here. I'm just kind of looking at the computer screen so I can figure out where our lines go. Okay, and then right up about here. And right at the center. I don't know if we'll see that because I got that pretty dark. And then there's some purple in here too, so we're going to color that in with the pencil so we know where it's at. Kind of where the darkest spots are that are in the shadows here. Just a tiny bit down there. And we're just gonna put it in where our purple, our darkest areas are here, and pull it out a little. Like I said, I am looking at the screen up here, which doesn't help you out much, but kind of shows me where it is. And then just a little in here. Okay, I'll do the other side off camera. Okay, then we want to bring in, and here we have the Manganese Violet. Oh yeah, okay, let's do that on there. It's a little lighter. There's a tiny bit of purple down here, so we'll put the lighter color in. Then we're going to go in with our, let's see, brownish colors. Do I have a lighter brown than all these browns? What did I get? Oh, that's not what color I want. It's a different pencil. We're going to go in with the Indian red. That's a nice dark red. And we're just going to accent all those red colors that we had put in here. I want them to show up, and we're going to go right along that purple. And just kind of place it all the way around here. We want his hand to be a little darker up here. More purple, and this is red here, or reddish brown, I guess I should say. Sorry, I'm getting quiet. Red up here. Hold on a second. Okay, let's see, more red in here. Now when I get down closer, I'll blend this in a little better. Right now I'm just mapping out where I want it. In that area, and then up on the top. Just a little bit coming down in here. Then there's you on this leg. Down across here. And then he's got little fluffies. I'm pretty sure his fluffies are redder. So we're just going to redden those up. And then a little bit up here. So how is everybody doing? If you can hear the other noises that are going around here, we still have a lot of smoke around in our neck of the woods. I'm just going to make these a little redder here. And yeah, it's supposed to go away. Wouldn't that be nice? Sunday was supposed to bring in some air and get some of this out of here, but it just didn't happen. This little foot up here, I think I'll put some red up in this too. Okay. Gonna turn the book a little bit here so I can just lightly bring that in, and then we're going to go in between every little tooth here. Or, I don't know what you call them. The little knuckles, blades on their claws. And then we're going to add a little bit of this down in this area here and bring it up. All right, cross this plate down here. And down in here. And like I said, I will be blending this all a little better. We've got more colors to put on top of it too. We'll have to put more white in there. These kind of go upward here a little bit, so we can accentuate those a little more. I'm going to do the other side later. It's like I keep remembering that. Okay, we're going to bring in a little bit of cream because he kind of needs a little highlight in here. And this is a creamier area, so we're going to just put it on the highlighted areas and blend it into the color that we used. This also work well on the distress ink here. You can put in a bunch of little dots. I know there's some lines in here. We can go down on one side of that line, just make it stand out a little more. And there we go. I think that's looking good. Be bringing in some white to highlight those areas also. Okay, and we're just going to go around the shell there. You know, I'm just going to darken some of these with a little bit of brown that I'll bring in. Don't want to get it out on the black too much. It looks like I already have, but okay. Did I put that one down? I'm going to put that one down. There we go. Caput Mortuum, which is a nice dark color. I'm going to get you down just a little closer so I can see what I'm doing a little better here. I'm going to go around these little white circles that we have going on, and then we'll color in here. Sorry, bumped the camera. Okay, just adding in a little more detail. Of course, my cat wants in the door I just closed. So he's going to be scratching for a little bit. Yep, guess he got the door open far enough. He's in here now. Just adding it on top of the purple. Meow. Don't know what he wants, but he wants something. Anyway, so we just keep working around. We're going on top of our cream, so this is going to be a lighter color going on top of it. And very light pressure coming down too, so we're going to just keep working at it until it blends in. Sorry about that. Computer makes noise, cat makes noise, people make noise. There we go. And I'm just going to go up this side a little bit so I know where I'm getting to. Right into that purple. Alright, go up here, bring some in there too. Remember, we're only doing half of this. Okay, Then we have our green we're going to bring in. And that is our Chromium Green Opaque. And we're just going to add a little of that in here too. And we live out in the water, so we're bound to get a little green on us. Okay. Just going to kind of highlight some areas. My eraser here and try to erase where I went out of the lines without messing with the black ink on the page. Yeah, it kind of does. But that's okay, we will darken that up with something else. Okay. Just going to make sure we lightly, and using the side of the pencil, okay, not the tip. We want to use the side up here, and we're just laying it down and letting it pick up the tooth on the paper, and just adding a little of that green. And it's a very light coat, but touches it enough. Okay, I'm going to do that on every little piece, just using the side of that and letting it pick it up. There. Okay, bring it up so you can see that a little bit better. One half of our crab looks a little bit better than the other half, but that's the way it goes. And then what I'm going to do is bring in, if I can find it, but I had it over here, some scattered straw, which is a yellow color, in the family here. And I've got a green kind of sponge here. Why not? Get out a little piece of paper so you can see what color it's going to be and why I chose it. Okay, that's going to brighten up some areas, but not too much. And I'm going to go ahead and bring it in here. And just blend that in. Okay, so now we have kind of that cream color going through there. And then we're just going to bring in, I thought about bringing in some orange, but I really don't. Well, I could bring in a little bit just in these areas. Okay, then we're going to bring in the white. I'll put that in the page. And I don't know how good this white works. Like I said, it's been a while since I've used these. But I'm going to go over all the areas that are supposed to be a little whiter so you can see them. It'll be all the joints. All these little circles, we'll go over those too. And what I'll do is do the other half and get this blended a little better, and then I'll show you the ending result. But right now all we're going to do is go through and highlight some areas and get the other half done. So I will see you in a little bit. Okay, we're going to do one little touch up here. We're going to take my eraser and we're going to go around the little edges of things and add in dots. So it's kind of like these little dots here that we want to see. We're going to highlight them. Okay, and then like these edges here, if I want them to stand out a little higher, I will go around those, along with the joints here. It'll take off some of that color. And then kind of blend it in. But I just want to sharpen up those edges without bringing in too much of a white pencil. Now, it makes a mess, but cleans it up. So that's what I want to do, is add in these like little lines too. It highlights them nicely. And we'll add in a few dots on them to make it look like a crustacean shell. Okay. And then on the edges here, we're going to go across and then kind of bring some tiny little strokes down. Okay. Just go around and pick and choose what you want to highlight. And what you want to leave as is. And like I said, I had already gone over and done this side, so I'll add in those lines over here where I want them to show a little more. Those little round circles that are here, if we can get any of that color out of there, we'll want to do that. Okay, so we're just adding details with this. And each one of these legs had a little like line of dots going up them. So if we can bring those back, we'll be bringing those back. So in that line, okay. Just add in your colors that way. If anybody's wondering, this is still on its first charge on my eraser here. This is a rechargeable eraser. I'll leave a link down below. But it's still on its first charging. And I use a lot, so okay, we're just adding in a few. Let's see, we went that way, so we want to go this way. Notches in here. White areas. Now this is taking up both the pencil that I laid down and the distress ink, if you're curious. And little dots in if you want little dots. But that's what I'll be doing. And I'm sure you don't want to hear all this off camera. And then I can get down closer and get this done a little better so I can see what I'm doing a little closer. Okay, so I'm just going to finish that up, and then I will leave a picture at the end of the video and you will see the finished product. I'm not going to put any more pencil down, just doing the little bits of erasing. So I gotta get the eraser bits out of the page. It's driving me nuts. That will be it. So I'm going to turn the lights off so you get a better look at what I'm looking at. So we are brown, purple, red Dungeness crab. Like I said, I'm just going to add those details in with just the eraser. I'm not going to put Posca on it or anything. Take a picture at the end of the video and let you see what it looks like. Thanks guys for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye now.